course, they're going to put the blame on it. But Orlando ain't start that. Nigga, Orlando ain't try to take your chain. Orlando didn't confront you, so you started it. He did that to somebody else. He didn't do that to you. But a lot of people are saying that, you know, it was Orlando's fault because Orlando was the one that initiated the whole incident when he tried to snatch Trayvon Lane's death row chain. And what I try to explain to people is that Orlando Anderson attempting to take Trayvon Lane's chain had nothing to do with Pac. Those are two separate incidents. Pac wasn't there when the incident happened between Trayvon Lane and Orlando Anderson. So Pac should have never got involved in that. But once again, this is why we have to be careful who we align ourselves with. When you consider yourself being wrapped up in this whole, I'm with the mob, this my family, this my people. You see what I'm saying? So you get wrapped up in all of that type of stuff, man. And now their issues and their problems, I inherit them now. Just because of my affiliation. And this is what Pac did when he came over to Death Row.
The incident that transpired between Tupac and Orlando, Tupac was trying to send a message to Puffy and Biggie at the time, right?
Yeah, definitely, because there was a rumor that there was a bounty on the Death Row chain. So when Trayvon Lane came back to Death Row and alerted the homies, alerted Suge that, hey, I just got jumped on by Southside. They snatched my chain. You know, it all stemmed from the rumor that was floating around that Puffy put a bounty out on anybody wearing the Death Row chain. So Pac took it upon himself that, oh, this is my beef now because I came over here to the West Side, I lined myself up with Death Row Records, and because the rumor was going around that Puffy hired Southside to be security whenever they would come out on the West Coast to tour, to hang out, to visit, you know, he basically was letting it be known, this is who I'm aligning myself with, y'all's enemy. But at the same time, I really feel like Trayvon Lane should have never went to Pac and said, hey, look, this is the man that tried to take my chain at the mall right here. I think Trayvon Lane should have went to whoever was the lieutenant, you know, in the MGM Grand at the time, which was 9 times out of 10 probably Buntry, and told him, this is the man that assaulted me at the mall and tried to take the Death Row chain. And then Suge's responsibility was to keep Tupac back because he was the artist. He was making the money. And let the homies follow up on that. So right there, that incident at the MGM was their job, period, to take care of Orlando Anderson.
He was trying to send a message back to Biggie and Puffy.
He was out of pocket for what he did, but you have to understand why he did it. You have to understand why he did it. Pac was letting it be known to Bad Boy that these disc records that I have coming out, some of them are already out, they not just disc records. I'm letting you niggas know I'm coming for y'all for the incident that happened at Quad Studios back in 94. He was letting it be known that, you know, this is serious right here. Y'all robbed me and y'all shot me. That's not something I'm just going to walk away from. And Pac had to align himself with a conglomerate just as big as Puffy was at the time, which was Death Row.